What's up, everybody? This is your boy One Gun. I know it's been a while since I haven't streamed in a little over a week, and these days of me streaming, I won't be streaming as much as I used to, you know, because there's some new stuff that done happened with my project, and I'm gonna start doing a lot of my stuff offline now. But I will be going back to making tutorials again and stuff like that. I mean, that's where I started, so I'll be going back to making tutorials. I won't be streaming so much of me working on archive. You know, maybe every once in a while, maybe Blue Moon, I might be doing that. But now things have happened, and with these things are being good things to where somebody's interested in actually taking my project and actually making it into a and helping me develop it into a series. Instead of a movie, which I was making, it's going to be developed into a series now. So that's something else I'll probably talk about in the future. But right now, let's talk about the seriousness at hand now. There seems to be a new troll war. Joe has initiated a brand new troll war. And somehow, some way, this troll war started. Let me take this down real quick. Alright. I'm going to display capture on. Let me see. Do I need to cut this off? Yeah, I can cut this off. I can cut that off. And I can get rid of this. And oops. There. That takes all my desktop icons off. Oh yeah, by the way, my computer had a big crash about 2 weeks ago, so that's one of the reasons why I haven't been on. I've been re-upping all my stuff on my computer, getting my computer up and running, and now it seems to be running pretty good, you know, and everything seems to be running right. But I knew something was up with it March 7th. Joe had launched an all-out assault on. Now Joe's been going after this guy for a while, and I know something's up. You know, I know something's up when I'm going to show you a couple of things. All right, so Joe comes out and he comes after this guy, and I know something's wrong when Joe doesn't mention me in his Joe doesn't mention me under here. That means something's really bothering him. I don't know what it is, but he got something against the Romanian guy. Joe claims that the Romanian guy stole stuff from him, and the Romanian guy said, I ain't stolen. But everybody know how Joe operates. Joe does this when he takes something and he decides he wants to sell it, and then if he finds somebody else selling it or somebody giving it away for free, Joe goes and attacks them and harasses them until they take it down. So that's basically what Joe's probably doing to this guy. So now Joe busts on the Romanian for abuse against Kimmel. So now Joe is back on the Kimmel Topo tip now. Now, from what I understand is, like, I have no business whatsoever inside of this dispute. It's the Romanian, Kimmel Topo, and another guy, and I understand why Joe's going after this guy. I don't know why Joe's going after the Romanian for. Romanian hasn't really took nothing from Joe, but Joe claims he took something from him. What the Romanian does is, the Romanian goes over to Rubu, takes stuff from Rubu, and then sometimes he takes a zebra, sometimes he does this. So he does a whole lot of stuff, right? And he takes the Seed Cinema 4D files, the same files Joe gets from the Rubu, and he takes them and he puts them up, you know, and he puts them up for free. Joe takes the stuff from Rubu and he sells it. All right. So basically, the guy's doing what Joe's doing, but he's giving away the stuff for free. Now, I don't know why Joe's after this guy, when this guy right here has basically stolen Joe's. Now, okay, before anybody say, no, this is not One Gun. This is some other foreigner. Okay, so it's right. Okay, so this guy right here has downloaded the form of animals for iClone 5. Okay, so what this guy did is he stole Joe's whole zoo, chickens and all. He took Joe's whole zoo There's a hawk. That whatever the hell that animal is. He is stolen Joe's, and not only stolen Joe's hole too. There's the ducks. There's all the file. There's his file. This guy has went in. Oh, there goes Joe's cows. There's the fire ants. There are the cats, the puppies. This guy has went. I don't know what all this stuff is right here. But this guy has went and stole like Joe's whole collection. Whole collection of animals. So the Romanian doesn't like this guy. And then now the fact this guy has took all of Joe's animals. Oh look, Joe's the pig. And has them on Magazine or whatever like that for sale. He don't have it for sale. He just giving them away. I don't know what's gonna happen at this point, people, because he's got 3.1K. He almost got as many subscribers than I do right now. And he's got 66 throw ups on this video, and he's just look at all. Oh, look at this. Thanks, boss. Super. Thanks, my friend. So him and Kimmel Topol have teamed up, and not only are they giving Joe the finger. Oh, he got 443 views. And this thing was just published February 27th. So, so he went Joe's pack of animals, and there's the fire ant. There's all the animals. These animals are in Joe's zoo. I think I even saw the elephant in this video. Joe's precious elephant. So these guys have teamed up, and I'm not sure if they're working together, but they seem to like each other. So what happened is that Kimmel Topol took the zoo thing and he started selling it, and now this guy over here. This guy, I don't even know where this guy came from. I don't even know where this guy came from. All right, I just know I'm just catching up on some of the stuff that him and what's his name, the Romanian are really into it, because the Romanian, oh my gosh, this is the Romanian channel, and Joe came over here just oh man, Joe came after this guy. I mean, Joe is he constantly coming after this guy. And it seems like the Romanian did a 2-hour video on this, and he was quite angry. Those are people I was talking about. Make them happy. I don't know what this video is about. I have not seen it. I have not watched it. I've just like thumbed through it just to see what was going on. But this guy has beef with this guy. I don't know, Mytroll W22 account, Camo Topo, and True Bones. So these three. So I know these two guys. Well, I'm not sure what's going on. I can't even tell you what's going on. But one thing that I found very interesting is at the beginning of this video. Let's see. Okay, at the beginning of this video, that's a pretty nice looking character right there. Yeah, it's pretty nice for game characters. He's the only one I know who can bring these game characters. Like, he'll take the game characters from Kimmel Topol, and when he converts them over, they look so good inside of iClone. I mean, he does a really good. Radiant does a really good job of that as far as game characters go. But it was something very suspicious about the down thumbs. I mean, he has 42 down thumbs on a video. I'm like, how? And like, I don't know about. I mean, I really don't know. I'm thinking someone. I mean, in my opinion, because this is not the only video that he's got the exact same number of down thumbs. I think someone is paying a service to down thumb this guy. This is what I think, because he has a couple other videos and they have the exact same number. So someone is spending their money to give somebody down thumbs, like a down thumb mob. And what I understand is that he can report this into YouTube and let them know that someone is paying a service, because this video and then a couple other videos had the same exact number of down thumbs. So I'm saying that only indicates to me that someone is paying a service to go and down thumb this man's video. That's what I believe is happening to him, and this is basically what you would call a channel attack, a channel attack by a professional troll. Professional trolls do this. They professional trolls like Joe, they take down your channel, they down thumb your channel, they will never leave your channel alone. They will just constantly stay on your channel no matter what, and they will get your videos taken down. I mean, this is the work of a professional troll. How I know? I am a victim of a professional troll, but this is a professional YouTube troll hounding this man, and I got here first. Let's see what happens. And it's like this war. I mean, when you start getting trolled like this, and the Romanians doing exactly what I did, is not to feed the trolls. And one thing you don't do is you take down your counter for likes and dislikes, because they like to make videos, especially Joe likes to make videos of likes and dislike. Another thing I do believe that he did, I'm just telling you all this because I'm just seeing the same things that he did, is to not give the trolls no bragging rights. The next thing you should do is you should take down, hide any type of stats to your channel. Just hide your stats to your channel. That's one thing these trolls like. They like to go after your stats. They like to see where you're at so they can constantly attack you, so they'll know when to stop, you know. And that's one thing these trolls tend to do. And they'll try to eat at your channel until it gets to a certain point. Then they're not going to mess with it no more, because they have bragging rights to say, we've took down their channel, blah, blah, blah. So thing is, take down all your stats until you let YouTube know what's going on and how you're being attacked, so YouTube can take care of it. But this is a troll war that I'm basically staying out of. I'm just letting you all know there's a big troll war going on. And that means Joe's going to go back to the fake copyright claims, the fake privacy complaints. He's going to do everything he can while he can. But the thing about me is I'm not going to worry about it. I mean, Joe made a couple videos about me. I said nothing back about him. I did nothing back, because that's what he wants. That's how he survives. I mean, he needs me to make videos about him or against him. Although this video is episode 21 of Mytroll Joe, but this video is more about like me stepping back from this troll war and getting on with the better parts of life. And the better parts of life is the new stuff that's happened over the last week, with my film, you know, becoming a series instead of a movie now. And one of the things I have to do is one of the things I was told to do, since this network is looking at my stuff for their own. Okay, this network is looking for stuff for their online videos. You know, they need online content, and this is a channel this is actually a cable network, and they want to, you know, branch their stuff off onto the internet, and they're starting their own. No, they want to have original content for their channel. So my good friend J Omega has approached some people, and they're very interested, although it's not done, you know. But the thing about it is, one thing I was said is, like, you know, in order for me to get this done, in order for me to go on with business, I have to step away from the troll war, and that's basically what I did, you know. And it's like this: Joe can attack and do whatever he wants to, but now I'm going to be positioned to where I'm going to start making money, you know, start making money off of what I create, you know. And the whole thing about it is Real Illusion and all them, they can bite it, you know. Joe, Real Illusion, all them, you know. If Joe wants to be troll king of. If Joe wants to be troll king of every forum board, let him be it. That's not my goal no more. My goal is not to go around and post in forum boards no more. I mean, I think those days are over with now. My goal now is to concentrate on myself. I mean, if that's what he wants to do, and it seems like, even though I don't say nothing about him no more. If this is what he wants to do, and this is what his career consists of right now, let him go ahead and do it. Let him go ahead and do this. I mean, he's 50 years old. I mean, let him do this until he retires, and he'll probably retire being a troll. But to what benefit do you get for trolling people? I don't know. But the whole thing about it is that this Romanian guy, if I were him, I would try to do the same thing. I would. I mean, he's part of the Real Illusion store. He's making his own content. He's proved to me that he can make his own content. He uses ZBrush and a whole bunch of other stuff to make his own content. My store on the content store, Real Illusion, probably will open. I'm not sure if it's going to open, but I made a whole bunch of animations and stuff for my mocap suit, and I was like, I got all these animations done, and I might as well just put them up for sale, you know, eventually. And a couple other things. I don't know if I'll be supporting my website anymore. I'm probably going to take that website down. I don't know. I may take it down because, like I said, my whole thing is changing. So the Big Bad Afro Studio LLC website is going to probably come down, and a new one's going to take its place. Because I mean, I like the website. I love the website. The website has helped me a lot, but I think it's time for me to get rid of that website. And I'm gonna just make a new website. I'm gonna get rid of the name and everything. Probably get rid of the name as well. Probably don't need that name anymore. Also, like I said, this whole thing with YouTube, it's been crazy from the get go. But this is the type of stuff, this troll war stuff, this troll stuff is just something that I have to get away from, and I can't get away from it if I'm still broadcasting on YouTube. And I think me broadcasting on YouTube has really hurt my situation, and because I'm going to stop broadcasting. For one, I'm going to go back to just making like tutorials where I record them and I put them up. There's no need to broadcast, and I'm going to get away from broadcasting. I only broadcast probably on special occasions. I don't need to broadcast. I need to make videos to stick my videos up. Videos for you people to learn from, not videos for y'all to sit and watch me work for an hour or two on a scene and bore the hell out of you. No, I think you people want knowledge and not performance. You know. Also, with just that fact, I won't have to be involved in stupid stuff like this. So far, this guy right here, this is this guy's whole life. This guy's whole life revolves around this anarchy. That's all he wants. And since and I just kept quiet this whole couple weeks just to see what he would do if I don't say nothing back to him. And this is what he did. He ran after someone else, you know. And it's not just him. He has a bunch of he has a bunch of troll buddies out there. I think it's him and maybe one other person, maybe two other people that work with him to just cause havoc and troll people's channels and take down people's content, you know, just for the fun of it. But I don't understand. You're 50 years old, man. Why are you doing this at 50? You know, why aren't you doing something else that's more productive? You know, I mean, it's like this. Either I keep doing what I'm doing, you know, or become something like him. And I think it's time for a huge change in the way I do things as far as me wanting to produce content for people to enjoy. The stuff I produce in this channel it used to be something that I was proud of, like the tutorials and videos I did, but something happened. And the thing that happened is that this channel went down really fast because of this one character here, and then this one character. And the one thing about trolls is that once you have one troll, it attracts other trolls. So what happened is that over my course of dealing with this troll, I have attracted other trolls who come and do the same thing as Joe and haunt me throughout all the other forum boards. So to make things perfectly normal is to just like make this the last video where I talk about Joe. Make this the last video where I won't have to make this the last video and start aiming higher, you know, because the longer I stay in this battle with Joe, the longer I will try to find ways to get out of this battle with Joe. And the best way to end this battle with Joe is just to basically, you know, I've already warned him and told him what's going to happen if he messes with my channel. And that's with all trolls once I find out who they are, you know. I'm just tired of dealing with trolls. You know, I'm just tired of dealing with them. And I found out that Joe has trolls everywhere. Joe's trolling everywhere. So there's no way I can get away from this guy. But the one thing that can kill a troll is to not give him no more attention. That seems to be the cause. You know, once I have stopped giving this troll attention, the rest of the trolls understand I'm not giving them attention. That means they can't really do nothing, but just they can constantly make attack videos all they want to. You can't stop somebody from making attack videos. All right, somebody can make a video saying I smell like elephant's butt. I mean, they can do that all they want to. That's their opinion. But when they cross over, like Joe has done many a times, coming after me, coming after my parents, calling people I know, and just doing just some nasty, vile stuff, you know, then that's when he crosses over. That's when you have to get not just the police, but get the FBI involved, and that's what I did. And I got some lawyers involved, and the thing about it is that most of these trolls, you don't know who they are. But this one is, the thing about Joe is Joe's a special type of troll, because Joe wants you to know who he is. You know, he wants you to know who he is and what he's going to do to you. So the thing about it is that I know who he is. We all know what he looks like. If he threatens me again, I'll just have to send YouTube another video about what he has said. Make sure I capture his video and send it to him. That's all I have to do. You know, because it's the whole thing is like you should be able to come in here and broadcast and either broadcast or put videos up without someone who hates you. And this is straight plain hate we're talking about. To sit back and terrorize you. And that's what's happening again. You know, Joe is now getting down to terrorize this guy, and I feel sorry for him because let's see where it is. Let's go to his videos. All this guy does is the same thing Joe does. He goes over to Rubu. All right, he goes over to Rubu. He takes the characters that Rubu has. All right, he takes the characters that Rubu has. After he takes the characters from Rubu, he makes them available so you can download them for iClone so you can use them. And the thing about it is there's nothing wrong with creating art with these characters. There's nothing wrong with creating art. If you're taking these characters and you use them to make animations and movies and stuff like that, no, as a fan works project, that's fine. That's perfectly okay. The problem is when you take this stuff and you put a price tag to it, claim it's yours, and then if anybody else has this stuff, you're going to put copyright claims against them. That's totally wrong, and it's basically against the law because you can't do that. You can't put a copyright claim on something you don't own, and that's what Joe has done multiple times to a lot of people. He's gotten away with it because some of these people don't even care about their channels. They let it slide, but Joe tried to do that to me 3-4 times already. And after the last 3 times he did it to me, I finally got actual legal representation who told me if he ever does this again, make sure, because they have his address, they know what he owns, they know who owns the house he lives in, and it's just the whole thing is like I don't have to say anything to Joe no more. I mean, all I have to do is every time. I mean, I've read off my cease and desist letter to him twice already. Just to let everyone know that I have, that we have legally sent it. That's how you legally send someone a notice. Joe says that he sends me a legal notice through YouTube. That's not a legal notice through YouTube. You send someone a legal notice via lawyer, you know, through an official channel, which is the mail. We sent him an official letter. And I do believe, I don't know if they emailed it to him or not, I'm not sure, but we sent him an official letter saying what will happen if he continues his behavior, you know. And so far, it's been a while since he's attacked my channel and tried to put copyright claims against any of my content. And that's not only for YouTube, that's for a couple other platforms that he's come and attacked me on. Now he keeps on saying that he's going to take down my stuff off of the Real Illusion forum board. The Real Illusion forum board. Now the thing about it is that the one post I put up there about my animation, that got taken down because I told Peter to take it down, because Joe and his troll buddies, even Joe himself was in there as a different art. And I told Peter. I don't know if Peter did anything about it or say anything about it, but you know, Joe and his compadres attacked me on there, and I told them just take the thread down. They took it down, and I re-upped it. You know, and Joe hasn't taken it down yet. But Joe needs a new target. Joe needs somebody who doesn't have the ability to protect themselves over here. So he's going after Romanian. Oh, that's cool. So he came up. Okay, so I mean that's about all I have to say on this whole topic of this troll war. But it's just, I find it hilarious that this brand new troll war is about to kick off, and I'm gonna stay away from it, people. I'm not gonna get myself involved in this. I'm gonna let this play out. You know, this dude ain't did a video on me in weeks, and it's because I have just gave him the cold shoulder. And I'm not gonna fall for his stupid traps. I mean, it's just a stupid trap. He did one a couple weeks ago. I was silent. I did a video, but it was about Real Illusion and how they want to penny pick your pocket until you're broke. And I got more to say about Real Illusion. I think most of my videos are gonna be about Real Illusion, but the whole thing about it is, I mean, I'm gonna say this really quick about Real Illusion is that it is becoming a more unfriendly. It's becoming a more and more unfriendly community to be a part of. Every day I find it harder and harder to be part of that community. It's just hard, you know, because I don't know what it is. You know, you got a lot of jealousy over there in that forum board, a lot of it, and I don't understand where it comes from. I really don't care, because I mean, I try to share my knowledge with everybody. I don't try to keep nobody away from what I'm doing. I always tell people what I'm doing, but it's just like it's just some outrageous. It's just some really outrageous, stupid stuff, petty stuff that I don't really need. And I thank God I got my own community of iClone users that I rely on at times like this. And the thing about it is, I'm starting to share with them. I started uploading like when I make some stuff in my perception neuron suit. I kind of like give it to them. Now I just say, okay, here's some free motions for you guys. Go ahead and play with them. Say some of them are, you know, some of them say when they get time they will. But the whole thing about it is that I'm going to start giving more to the community that has a respect for everybody's content. Nobody's going to sit back. I mean, we actually have debates. I mean, really, Jacob Renee and Samian, I think they had a debate the other day that I was reading through. And it was a pretty decent debate on filmmaking. And you're not going to get that type of debate inside of the Real Illusion forum board. It's not going to ever happen. You know, because the Real Illusion forum board is filled with trolls. That's all that's there. It's trolls. Just trolls. I mean, there are no actual people over there that actually want to do artwork or talk about each other's artwork. It's just full of trolls. You know, and that's one thing that I don't too much care about no more. I'm trying to, the troll I do have, you know, I'm trying to like just not feed him, you know. And if you do have a troll, the best way not to feed your troll is to just ignore. Now, I have as of about a week or so ago, after Joe's last video he did, which is basically a harassment video, what I do now is I record the video, record the parts where he harassed me, say what he's going to do to my channel, and just send it to YouTube. And YouTube will warn him about what he can and can't do. I mean, if you really want to tell somebody something, well, I mean, YouTube has no YouTube policy. There's a policy in there saying you have to contact the person before you send any type of before you do any type of action on any type of video, right? So what they mean by that is, like, if someone has something in their video that is against YouTube's guidelines, all right, or you just want them to take it down so you won't have to report them, but then you will contact them through an email. You don't contact them through YouTube. You send them an email. But here's the problem. Joe has messed that up, because Joe tried to report me into the police a few months ago, saying that I was harassing him. And I told the police, like, no, this is what, and I told the police what really went on, and the police told me, it's like, well, how about this? How about he doesn't contact you and you don't contact him through email? I said, fine, that's great. He would tell him he can't, so Joe can't contact me through email no more. But I can send my lawyers after Joe, and I have sent my lawyers after Joe. Joe has to this day has ever sent a lawyer to my house He has not sent the FBI to my house. He has not sent the police to my house. On all my occasions, I have done everything because Joe has went across the line one too many times. He has. What time is it? And each time he goes across the line, I have to take it upon myself to protect myself. Now, a company I was contacting about Joe, I got on the phone with them, and they told me that the way this person acts, because they watched this channel. This is a company that Joe has stolen from. They had said, you need to protect yourself, because they watched the video when Joe said. Now, this is what Joe said. Joe said that he needs to come to St. Louis to protect himself against me. And then Joe went to say some other threatening stuff in this video. You know, so they watched it and they said and they told me that I need to get an order of protection from them. They said you need to get order of protection and you need to maybe arm yourself. And I was like, I'm not going to arm myself because I don't really too much care for guns. For one, I don't think I should have to, and I don't think he's going to do it, whatever he plans to do. So I said, and that's one of the things that I made sure that the FBI also knew about that video. Now the video doesn't exist no more because Joe took it down, and it's just that sometimes people, these trolls, they do cross over, and even though you shouldn't watch their videos, although you don't respond to them, but make sure you watch their videos, because they will say stuff in their videos which is probably against the law, and you can take that stuff and you can don't say nothing about it, just turn it in to the officials, just take it to the police, say, listen, this guy's threatening me. And I've done that many a times, and Joe has tried to do it against me, but I have never said nothing about hurting that man. Never said nothing. I've told him to stop. I told him if he doesn't quit, I'll tell him the consequences. I'll call the police. I'll do this. But I never once said that I was going to actually harm this man. And then Joe goes over and he lies to the police. And the police called me laughing about this, saying, yeah, so he came down here again, yep, and he tried to show us something, and we told him that that's perfectly legal. And the guy I know Joe was standing there. And so I said, okay, since you stand there, let me tell you. I said, I called the FBI on him because he threatened to kill me. But I mean, did he tell you all that for you? And he was like, no, I didn't know it. I said, of course he didn't know it, because he wants you to see his side of the story. No matter how soft-spoken he is, or how nice he may sound, or how frustrated he may come to you, the man's a liar, a professional liar. He lies on the internet and he lies in real life. So my whole thing is, if you're having a problem with trolls, all right, and I got 2 years of troll experience. Number one is, don't make my mistake and don't feed your troll. Number two, get your channel in order, because if they feel like you're ignoring them, they're gonna go after your channel. They're gonna put like copyright strikes and try to go through your content to find anything. If it's an animated boob or whatever, they're going to try to come after it and try to take your channel down. They're going to try to take your video down. This troll, I mean, I don't think I have anything else to say about Joe no more, because I've accomplished what I needed to accomplish. I told Joe at the beginning of this, I said, Joe, I'm going to get rid of your channel. And I did. I got rid of his channel. Joe went and got rid of 3 of my channels, though. But those 3 channels were channels I just started up, so they wasn't really. He got rid of 3 of my channels, but all 3 of those channels were just like distraction channels, so Joe can attack those channels, and that's what he did. And he can put them on his belt all he want to, but I took away his main channel, and to this day he still hasn't recovered from losing that channel. He can't. I mean, this channel had like almost 7,000 subscribers, and they're all gone. They're all gone now, and it was because what he did to himself. He could still have his channel. He could have still had his channel if he just would have stopped, but he didn't want to stop. So my whole thing to you guys is, especially my advice to the Romanian guy, especially, is to just ignore him. Ignore him, and if Kimmel and this other guy's working with him, ignore them too, man, because nothing good happens out of a troll war. And the only thing you can do, I see you're starting to do it, was just to make it so they can't make videos. They can't make videos about you. I mean, make it harder for them to make videos about it, because soon they're gonna make videos about you, and they're just gonna start repeating themselves because they can't find nothing. You know, look at Joe's videos. Joe's videos repeat themselves. Every video about me, after the first 6-7 months, he just repeats himself. You know, he just repeats himself about me, and it gets old, really quick. Number 2, find a niche. Find something to keep people coming back to your channel. You got your actors and stuff to give out for free. That's good. You know, make some content for your people. You know, start coming down here and reading what your people say. You know, start getting more involved with your people and not your troll. If I would have, it's just some of the things I would have known back then before this whole troll war business started up with me, I would have went ahead and did it. You know, I'm gonna get more involved with my people, and that's what I am. I'm more involved with my people. I mean, no longer will I go to the Religion Forum Board. I'm not gonna go back to religion. I mean, it's just worthless. You know, it's packed full of trolls. You know, and I understand. I just don't get it. It's packed full of trolls. They really don't have nothing on that forum board to help me advance what I want to do. So I'm just gonna stick with what I know and with the people I can trust. And most of those people over here in my, a lot of those people over here. Here, they're right over here. This was called the iClone Movie Makers Guild, and I got rid of iClone part of this. I just made this Virtual Cinema Animators Guild, which is for people who make machinima, people who use cross-platform, people like me who use cross-platform stuff to make movies and films and stuff like that. And look, I mean, just look at some of the, like this Benjamin, he's doing tutorials. I mean, we got some really good stuff in here. We got this Sammy Javin, and he did a whole thing on he's done a whole thing on making film. I mean, Jacob Renee comes in here, he does his stuff too. So we got some good filmmakers in here. Good people, real good people who talk about the topic, which is making films. This is what we do in here. We don't come in here to trash and bash people over here. That's something we don't do over here in this board. Over here, my whole focus from when I made this, when I made this came up with this like 2-3 years ago. This whole thing was to get vendors involved. It was to get a whole bunch of other people involved, and the whole thing about filmmaking and animation with iClone, you know. I think this guy is like, I don't know what this guy's doing, but I know that's a sensor, and I know he's going to attach it to that shoe. That's a mocap sensor. And people come here, like right here, this Bob Watt. He took one of my animations and he put it on one of his characters. You know, this is a guy, Brian Jones, great animator, good animator, using iClone to make this really nice scene right here. And he actually went step-by-step tutorial on how he did it. And oh yeah, here's the motion I made. See, I put this motion out and he used it right here. So I'm giving out free stuff. I'm giving back to my community here, and I'm only hoping for this community to grow. Now, we did a purge a few weeks ago of the 100 members. Now we're down to like 90. We did a purge. We do a purge every now and then to keep people out that here's another motion I gave out, to keep people out who are Joe sympathizers or whatever. And the reason why we do that is to keep the trolling out of here, because this is a lot of serious stuff. Here Kevin comes in here and he posts this. I mean, this is a wonderful video about Kevin. Look at this. Look at what he came in here and shared with us. Look at that. Look at the water. Look at the sun. I mean, man, that's wonderful. And he did this all in iClone. He did it all in iClone. Here's another one. Here's another one he did. You know, this is extraordinary work, and people coming here. Let's see, character creator 3 to iClone. This is all done in iClone 7 4K resolution. And this is like some really beautiful work. I mean, look at this. I mean, he posts also inside of the Real Illusion. He posts inside of Real Illusion also. What's today? Monday, right? Okay, today is Monday. He posted also inside of Real Illusion, but you know, I mean, he gets much respect for this. Much respect. Jack Renee is working on his Alien film, and Jacob will come here and post this stuff in here before he would post it over there in the message board. You know. What's this? Oh, okay. That must be something I gotta check out. But yeah, let's look at some of the stuff. Pixum. This guy's a vendor. Matter of fact, I bought some of this dude's stuff, and look what he's doing. You know, my first 3 cartoon models. Okay, so he came here. Yeah, he posts this cool looking stuff over here, and I post my stuff too. But look at this. Look at that. This was all done in iClone, people. So we got some really good artists over here, and that's nice. And the thing about it is, I made this community, so stuff like this can happen. So I can get other artists who think we all think alike. We're not in here trying to troll each other. We're not in here trying to say, "Oh, where you got that from?" or "bust it." We're not trying to do that over here. We're trying to actually have, discussions. You know, we're here to showcase our art. We're here to do a whole bunch of other stuff. But over there, you know, but Joe wants to haunt and Sony into the spider. Yeah, Joe Harper can talk about movies. You know. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice render. But that's what this is. This is what I'm driving myself to, and this is the one thing that this is the one thing that I'm trying to build. You know. And I see over at Real Illusion, you're not going to build nothing over in Real Illusion forum board, but a lot of frustration, because that's all that's over there. That's all that's over there is frustration. And if Joe wants the Real Illusion forum board, he can have it. I'm not there no more. I'm not there no more, dude. You can run around there and put copyright claims on everybody's stuff and keep on sending Real Illusion emails, man. You can do that all you want to, dude. I mean, let's see. Shouldn't be posting crazy stuff, but yeah, Mocap Online is in here. I got a lot of vendors in here, and yeah, Jose does. That's real nice right there. Oh, that's real nice. Who's this? Oh, okay, that's another. What's the name? There's Jacob Renee posting the making of this Aliens film. You know, we're doing a lot of cool stuff over here, and we're just gonna do more cool stuff over here because I want to dedicate more of my time into Kono. Oh, that's nice. Into coming over here and sharing more stuff with these people, because this is, I mean, this is a place where you can come and actually gain knowledge, dude. I mean, when was it? When you post this? Oh, okay. Let me get away from here. I don't want Joe tracking down those people in there and harassing them. But yeah. So this is what I mean, maybe I get the Romanian there one day. Maybe, I'm not sure. It depends on the Romanian. But Romanian, you got a huge. If you got Joe after you, and what's going to happen is he's just going to come after you, dude. He's going to come after you with fake, false copyright complaints and all type of crap. He's probably over at Real Illusion right now telling them to kick you out of the store because Joe claims that you are, because he's going to claim you are a pirate, and tell them to kick you out of the store. He'll probably even say the stuff you have is his, you know, just so you can get it. But I'm just telling you now, Romanian, just be careful. Keep doing what you're doing. Pay Joe no attention and just carry on and put your content out for your people. You're not putting content out for him. You're putting it out for yourself. And if Joe and all his other troll pals want to want to sit back and come after you. Only thing I can say is protect yourself legally. Make sure, I mean, just because you are from another country, you still do have rights to your work, especially when it comes to YouTube. So just if I were you, I would protect myself legally and not worry about it. Keep making your videos, keep sharing your stuff. But one thing I actually do, don't sell nothing that's copyrighted. Don't do that. If you're going to take stuff from Rubu and you're going to mod it or some type of way, put it out there for people to share, just don't sell it. Just don't put it in the store. Just don't. And if somebody else have it, don't chase after them saying, oh, you took that from me. Now, if they really took it from you and you really did some serious modification to that product or whatever, well, then you have a valid claim. But if they just taking it from Rubu like you are, just let it be. You know, just let it be, man. Just let it be. You know, but it's something that you took from Rubu and then you went and sculpted on it or made something for it and then they took it, you know, then you have a valid claim. But if it's something you just took from Rubu and you took it and you made it to another file format or something, even if you made it to another file format, and it's just a reformatting into another file so it can go into another program, that doesn't give you any claim to what you've done to it. But if you actually took that character or animation and you made adjustments to it, you sculpted on it, you added some animation to it, you enhanced the animation, you cleaned the animation up or something like that, you do have a valid claim to it. You know, but it still won't be yours, but you still have a valid claim on what you were giving away or whatever. But if it's just a file, if you're taking a file directly from Rubu, you're not doing nothing to it, but just transferring it over to another file format, that is not you have no legal right to it still, because all you're doing is you're just taking the file and just turn it to another file, but it's the same content. It is illegal to take something that does not belong to you, whether you put it in another file format or whatever. Case in point, suppose I took a DVD of a movie and copied that DVD to a CD. Alright? Although I've put it on a CD, the movie or the video on a CD from a DVD, that video still has rights because it's the data that's protected and not the format, really. You know, so if the data comes over from one format to another, the data is copyrighted to its original owner. Okay? Same thing with 3D models. If you copy the model, okay, if you copy the model's motion and you take the model's motions and the model and turn it to iClone format, the rights and data still retain to the original owner. All right? You don't, just because you put that data in another format doesn't mean you own that content that the data consists of. It belongs to original copyright owner, the person who created it. That's something Joe doesn't understand. When you take something out of one place and you put it in another place, and that place just happen to be your own room, doesn't mean you own that. That just means you have possession of it. Possession and ownership are two different things. Joe has taken everything and taken everything from one place and put it in another place, which would be in his True Bone store, and claim it that it's all his and nobody else can use it. But that's not true. That is totally not true. Joe took stuff from one place and put another. Wherever he took, the owner still has the rights to it. So Joe could and can be sued for false advertisement because he's saying that the stuff he sells is copyrighted by True Bones, which is false. That's fraud. He can't do that. He can't even say that he owns anything in his store. He can't even, you can probably, I mean, if you really want to say something about Joe, you can go to his whole True Bone store. Download that whole True Bone store. Download his whole store. And open up your own Gumroad store. And put all of his exact models and everything in your store. And Joe won't have nothing to say about it because Joe don't own the copyrights to none of that stuff. None of it. That 100% of his store is all stolen content from Rubu or from other places. And if Joe can't go to court, I mean, and the whole thing about it is going to have to come down to court, because Joe's going to try to take your stuff down. And think about it, is you just have to do a kind of lawsuit. Now, the thing about a DMC takedown notice is that you have to go to court, stand in front of a judge, and tell the judge, this person stole my stuff, and this is the proof that I own it. The judge will make a ruling. You take that ruling back to whoever stuff you took down, and say, look, the judge ruled in my favor, saying keep this stuff off. That will never happen, because Joe will have to show up in court, lie to a judge, tell the judge that he owns that stuff. Then all you have to do is prove that Joe doesn't own it, because we know for a fact Joe doesn't own the Mixamo stuff. So I can say, hey, well, this stuff belongs to Mixamo, and he's selling it, and he came to court saying he owned it, but that's not true. Joe gets locked up. Plain and simple. And that's what my lawyers told me. They said, if Joe comes after you again, we're going to take him to court. After we take him to court, we're going to make sure he shows up in court. Because we're going to have to go all the way up to Michigan, get his ass into a federal court, because this is a federal law. So we have to go to federal court, and Joe gets 5 years off the bat. That's how we settle this for good. Joe goes to jail. And I'm telling it to everybody, get your counter notifications ready. Have your stuff in order, because if he comes after you, that's what you have to do. Because if you're like me, I'm tired of, and I got tired of playing with him like last summer. I said this would be the last summer he's going to do this to me, and I fixed it. Now he may try me, because he tried to try me during like last month. He tried me by putting fake fake privacy complaints, but I busted his games, because I actually went out, found every place where he himself put up his information that he claims that is personal, and re-released it, and proved to YouTube without a shadow of a doubt that he's lying to them about these privacy complaints. Then the privacy complaint stopped. The thing about trolls are, they work on two levels. One level being that they are going to try to keep you and whoever is in charge, or whoever controls wherever you're at. They're going to try to keep you and them separate from communications. All right, they're going to come to you with one thing and then go to the other person saying something else, which is going to cause trouble for you and that other person. Thing is to break the barrier of silence, of the barrier of fog, the fog of war that they put up. That's what trolls do. They put up fog of war, so nobody knows what's going on. And the only person you get the information from is from the troll. All right, make sure you get past that fog of war, and sometimes you may have to get legal representation to break through that barrier. And that's what Joe did for a long time. Joe had the barrier of YouTube stupidity, which is YouTube. No, YouTube is over here, but somehow Joe finds a little hole in the wall to where he can whisper through and tell them stuff. So what you have to do is you have to make a stand, get your lawyer, tell a lawyer, talk to YouTube, tell YouTube is like, listen, if you keep doing this and you keep listening to this guy and not checking to see if what he's saying is true, well, we're going to come after you. And that's what we did. That's basically what we did. We told, and I keep sending, and every time a Joe makes a threat against me, I make sure I copy it, record it, and send it to YouTube Legal, and let them know I'm going to hold them liable if anything happens to my channel. I'm going to hold you liable and him liable, because he said he's going to do this, and if it goes through, well, then y'all going to be liable for any content that I lose, any money I lose, any revenue I lose. That's it for me today, people. Thank you guys for watching. And this is One Gun, and hopefully y'all be getting more videos from me. Lot less broadcasting, more regular tutorials from me. I got a tutorial about to come up on hair. People like it when I do hair, especially different types of hair. And due to the fact that I lost all my soft cloth hair templates, I'm gonna have to do more hair. So this is it for me, everybody. Talk to you guys later. Hopefully be sometime in the future. I will be uploading video tutorials maybe twice a week, just to keep my channel going, just to watch over stuff. But this is one gonna see you guys later, and take care. Peace.